Hey guys, my name is Aberrant, and today I'm going to be playing a game called Sword of the Stars of the Pit. It is made by Kerberos Productions. I believe it's Productions. And it's a roguelike that takes place on an alien planet. So it's roguelike, meaning you have permadeath. You level, you find stuff. Very frequently you will be killed by random occurrences that you have absolutely no control over. Today I'm going to be doing a Ranger run. I've been playing Ranger a lot. I like the class, good stat gain, good skills. It's the class I've lived the longest as, gotten down to about level 18 on normal so far. Start off outside the pit. Run around, occasionally there's trees up here, you can get some basic food items, you can also shake out some monsters, and get a head start on XP, but doesn't look like any today. And we're going to go in the first level. So, the idea behind the first couple levels is to conserve your stuff, because ammunition and durability on your weapons and armor is hard to come by later on, or harder, and the early content is very easy, so you generally take off your armor and you punch things to get by, so you conserve your bullets and your ammunition. The only reason I shot that one rat is because in order to take a better skill up at level, you have to use that skill during the level, so if I want to take a pistol skill up for 1 point instead of 2, I have to have used pistol that level. I probably won't.
I live, you die. As it should.
The rest of this level, unless I see a reason to. So you have 3 values. You have your health, you have your food, and your side points. Health is quite opposite to your health points. They hit 0, you die. Food is your hunger. If that hits 0, you start getting weakened. You let it go too long, you also die. Side points powers your psionics. I probably won't be using a whole lot of them, especially early. I may go into the healing tree and the manifestation tree. The healing tree, obviously, for healing and status removal, and the manifestation tree for food creation later on, because food can be an issue. So, I am not going to level pistols. Excuse me, I have a cold. I'm not going to level pistols because until you get a base skill of 45, you can level something by use. Once you get 45, you can't. So I like to try to get the stuff up to 45 before I start spending points in it. Just so I'm not wasting
what is over me today?
And applies to all skills. Combat skills, looting skills. The reason why I like Ranger, she's got a really decent skill pool, and you need it to be able to buff up the skills for getting stuff. If you don't have a high enough lock picking, you're going to have a hard time getting into lockers and chests for weapons and such, and that can be a block later on. I got a little cheaty with this game in that I looked up recipes on the Wikipedia for this game, because recipes can take a while to acquire, and they really do help you runs out. But that's about as cheaty as I get. I don't do save scumming or anything. So. That's a turret up there. I might shoot it. Probably not, though. Probably just gonna bum rush it with my blade.
Abomination.
So most of the times I've died in this game, I've died because I've been too greedy. Mostly by trying to conserve health packs and not using them when I should. I have gotten unlucky a couple times and died trying to activate a med station.
I like that.
Ice gems are good because they stave off hunger. They delay your hunger bar going down for a while, so it's a general good idea to use it. You need a fair amount of stuff for a successful run. You need enough ammo to be able to kill the things that you can't let get close to you in the lower levels. You need enough armor or repairing stuff for your armor that you don't have to go without, because going without armor in this game is very bad. And you need enough food not to starve. Those are your basic needs. I'm going to waste the food and go up here and disarm this trap. try to get my trap skills up. You can use traps. It's kind of risky. I can show you how to use this one. I can let this rat get closer to it, and I can shoot it. And boom. Kind of waste of a heavy bullet, but I was just illustrating. I was going to disarm it, but I felt like shooting it instead. If you disarm it, it can go to your inventory, and you can set it later. Certain traps are more dangerous than others. Anything acid to do in this game really sucks because it damages your equipment. There are proteins later on that can spit acid at you when they attack you. They really suck. I don't feel too threatened at half health. I'm just going to go down here and use my blade a little bit.
Save a place for me in hell.
And back to the fists. If I wasn't playing Ranger, I would be punching things. Rangers get a modified melee called a tail swipe that attacks in an area that also hits harder. So I tend to use that when I can. The first time you kill something, you get more experience for killing it. Subsequent kills get net you less. Hacking a data console. Generally, one of three things will happen when you hack something, or use pretty much anything in this game. You can either be successful, you can hack it and not be successful and it just shuts down, or you can hack it, not be successful, and something bad happens. Something bad can be as simple as a little bit of damage. Some of the more advanced technologies can actually destroy items in your inventory, so I tend to not mess with them unless my skill is extremely high. Never count on 99%. You'll notice when I go to do stuff, it'll give you a percentage value. The run that I died trying to activate a healing bay when I was hurt, I had an 89% chance to activate it successfully, and not only did I fail, well, shit. Yeah. Fuck. AoE attacks. So that knocks some durability off my pistol. That was a bad move on my part. I forgot that my tail swipe is AoE and it hit the trap. I'm gonna use my pistol on this guy. He's got a lot of health. Just remember. There, I just failed to open it. Generally speaking, ammo crates don't blow up in your face. The heavier ones will. But the basic ammo crates generally don't have anything bad happen. So, and here's a bed. Beds are cool because they accelerate the resting process. You can hit Control X to rest at any time, and when you're resting, your health and psi points will go up. The amount they go up is exponential with how long you rest. So if you say resting for a while, see it's going from +2 to +3. Now if I rest on a bed, it accelerates the whole process. And you'll see it kick in just a second, and I'm fully rested. So I'm having to sit there for what would have been about 2 minutes. I like to rest at beds. Occasionally you'll not have the option because there's just not any on the floor you've been on or near you. Beds just speed it up. God dang it. So that was a teleportation trap. It just moves you along the same level. That one's not bad. Wormhole traps will knock you down a couple levels and can dump you in a bad place. Teleportation traps usually aren't too bad. The hexagon over the door means it's trapped. I don't know what it is. It's randomized every run. Don't particularly feel like finding out. If I needed to get through that particular doorway, I could attack it. And eventually it'll go gray and signify that it is no longer active. And you can just walk through it. These scorpions can poison you. Poison is not a terrible thing to have in this game. It's obviously not good, but it's not something that'll kill you. Disease is very bad in this game, and if it gets too high, it will kill you outright. So basic stats, every 5 levels you get +1 in every stat and every skill that's related to that stat. For example, lockpicks, finesse, mechanical is mind. Every 10 points in a stat for certain stats gets you extra bonuses. For instance, when you take 10 points in might, every 10 points you get extra slots of inventory space. So I like to max might. Might also contributes to your resistance to disease and poison and your chance at successfully reducing the
I'll
level
fill
of
this
disease or
pit
poison
with
you have
corpses.
when you are diseased or poisoned. So a high might generally means you don't get diseased or poisoned as often. When you do, it's not as bad. For my skills for that last level, I'm going to take Blade. Not gonna take pistol. I'm gonna take manifestation redaction. I think I'll bank the other points for pistol once I get it past 20 or 45.
Oh, they hit hard.
The term roguelike comes from the game Rogue, way back in the day. It was a DOS game.
Abomination.
Basically text-based. The modern version of it is NetHack. You can check that out. I actually play that as well. It's a lot more it's fantasy oriented, so it's like wizards, knights, thieves, that kind of stuff. It's also notoriously difficult. So I activated a alarm when I failed to hack that. That's one of the things that bad can happen to you. When you activate an alarm, all the security bots on the level will start heading towards you. That's the sound you hear as I'm moving. So I'm going to kind of dance around them for now, see where they're coming from. They should be in that room now. Yep, there's one. Bots have guns, and I'm going to shoot him because guns can really work, although I'm not wearing. Later on when I'm actually wearing armored guns, because your chance to lose durability on an item is a chance every time you're attacked. And bots generally attack multiple times around, so they can cause your armor to go down fast. This is a crafting component. It's composite cloth. It's actually a pretty good one. Usually don't see those till later. Inventory management is a big deal in this game. Carrying enough stuff with you to survive is very important. I don't know quite where it is, but once you've gone a certain amount of levels down, you cannot go back up. I think it's around 4 or 5, but I could be wrong on that one. I remember trying to backtrack to a repair station I had left way back, and I couldn't go above, like, 3 levels above where it was. You can, however, ferry stuff with you. If you have a bunch of stuff that doesn't fit in your inventory, you can drop stuff around the upstairs, do the level, come back up, grab it, move it to the next downstairs. It's very food intensive to do that, however. So I don't want to use my tail swipe or the SAR because it'll chain to that console and I don't want to break it. I'm just gonna punch me to death.
Thank you, goddess.
These are messages. You can decrypt them. If you decrypt them, it tells you stuff. 75% chance I got 75% of the message. Messages are largely where you get recipes from. Let's see, I had a recipe here somewhere. On one of my fully decrypted ones. There it is. Improvised medkit. Because I got that one fully and it told it to me, it actually gave me the whole recipe for it. So I would need bindings, antibiotics, bone slivers, and serum. The recipes you keep between runs. So, like, if I learn the improvised medkit on this character, all my characters can then know that recipe and craft it. Push back the tail swipe. So my goals for the first 5 levels are to stockpile enough ammo to survive for the mid-levels. Hopefully I can pick up a weapon somewhere along the line, because currently I only have the heavy pistol and uses high caliber rounds. I also picked up just then some pistol rounds, regular pistol rounds, and some rifle rounds underneath this. So I'm going to carry those around in case I get a pistol and a rifle. 2 more ammo boxes and an armor crate. Armor crate can contain armor mods. Energy cells, power laser weapons. Lightning grenade is, I believe, damages 30 damage versus mecha, so it's good grenade use against mecha. So you have 59% chance of success to hack this with a 46 computer use. So we're gonna go ahead and hack that. And it shredded the armor, so I lost result. Armor suites, generally, if you fail, they'll shred the armor. They can also activate a security alarm. This is a mine trap. I'm going to disable this one. If you fail to disable on a mine, usually it just blows up in your face. Like that. So I want to play safe for this run and not die, so rather than keep playing there, I'm going to go up a level where I know there are no monsters. I don't want to walk all the way down to the bed, so I'm just going to rest here. Oops. Talk about a couple more things in for you while I rest. Inventory is grid-based like Diablo. Certain things take up a large amount of inventory space. Weapons generally take up 3 slots vertically. Armor generally takes up a square. Food items generally take up just 1 slot. The energy backpacks for some of the heavier laser weapons take up a square each. They're very expensive to carry around as far as inventory space goes. I also have a utility belt. Takes 2 slots, it gives me 6, so it's effectively gives me 4. There's an upgraded version I'll be looking for later called a Pocket Tesseract. It gives me like 12 or 16 inventory slots. It's much better. You can equip stuff to your body. You have armor, belt, feet, gloves, arms, neck, and head, and I don't know what the other stuff is. I've never found anything for it. So we're fully rested up. We're going to go down. You notice our food's about half down. The food is part of the crafting system as well. For example, if I have Takara War Bread and I find some meat, I can make a sandwich. So I like to save the food that makes into other stuff, and this food that does not make into other stuff, like these food pellets, I like to just get them out of my inventory and eat them, just to save room. Not that important now that I don't have a whole lot of stuff, but later on it becomes an issue with carrying space, especially with the Ranger because she's good at getting stuff, so she tends to run into that problem more than the other characters that I've played.
Oh.
Freezers generally contain food.
Oh. Ow.
Certain foods are safe to eat. Generally, cooked food is always safe to eat. Some ingredients are not safe to eat. For instance, rotten cheese. If I eat that, I can. If I eat that, I get a chance of getting a disease, level 2. It's not that bad, but it's a thing. When my might's really high and I don't find a purifier, which is a used item I can use to purify that cheese and cheese that I can eat, I will, once my might's high enough, I just generally eat stacks of this stuff. Cause
Sardo watches over me today.
That was a tech lab, but it was ruined, so I couldn't have done anything with it anyway, which is why I didn't care about hitting it. Tech labs are where you make weapons and armor and devices. So we have 2 duct tapes. There's a recipe for a poison sword, I think, that takes duct tape. That I can get. But that takes other stuff I don't have. The problem with carrying around recipe stuff is you never know if you're actually going to get to use it. There are certain recipe items that are very good. For instance, I really want to be able to get adamantite claws in this run. Adamantite claws change your regular fist melee attack into doing like 5 times the damage with really good penetration.
The things are quick.
I've only ever gotten the materials to make it once. But it's a good item. 29% chance, probably gonna set off an alarm. Long hair, don't care. Just failed to get stuff. Don't want to blow up my cooker, so I'm gonna stand back and hit this guy. Deaths can be foraged for stuff. 54% chance, nothing. 71% chance to repair the cooker. Repaired. I can now make stuff. These are all the recipes that I have used before. There's a venom sword I was talking about. Duct tape, 3 poison glands, and a sword. Recipes in green you can make because you have the ingredients. Recipes in blue you know and can make at this station. Recipes in gray are you know but cannot make at this station, for instance. Most of those are laboratory recipes. So I have enough stuff to make a base paste. I'm going to make that. Base paste, what it does, is 70% chance to successfully craft this, by the way. And failed. So I lost all the stuff. Say 11. Base paste, if I had successfully made it, you can select tools when you're hacking stuff. The relevant tools will increase your chance to successfully hack it. I don't need a repair hub right now, so I don't care about it. I'm just trying to do it for the skill up. Base paste, when you apply it to yourself, makes you immune to acid attacks for a certain duration. If I get cornered by a protean, it's good to have those in your inventory so that you can not have your equipment get messed up. A lot of stuff in this room, but it's all weak stuff.
Lost a scale.
These bats
that
can
time.
cause disease, but it's a very low chance. And it's a very low rank disease. Wounded means I'm hurt and suffering stat decreases. Don't want to die. You can use some med patches to heal up. There are two kinds of healing items in this game you can use on the run. There's combat healing items, which do not cause your turn to go by. And there's non-combat healing items, which take a turn or more to use. Combat healing items you can use while you're in combat, and they don't cause turns to go by, which means you can full heal yourself in combat. While non-combat healing items, if you try to use them in combat, they will shoot you while you're doing it. And can make it not worthwhile. Some more rifle rounds and some more high caliber rounds for the pistol I have. Failed that. So I have 63 remaining ammo for the pistol. Not good, but not great, but not bad. Hit the map, see if we missed anything. We didn't. No beds. Just gonna go downstairs. Probably resting. Yeah, I'm close to the level. I'll risk it. Yeah, I'm not gonna risk it. So I didn't like what I saw when I went down, so I'm gonna rest. I'm also probably gonna take out my star and chop those guys up. More of it, I know. So we have some good stuff here. Organize. From previous playthroughs, I know that the Hiver cheese, which I don't have, that's Chose Emery, never mind. I want Hiver cheese and then a meat, so I can make a hero, or so I can make a hero sausage, which is better food conversion. Food conversion being basically the sum of the food that it gives you. If I eat that bread, it's 70. If I make a sausage, it's 150. The cooked meat that makes it's like another 30. So you gain 50 food from cooking it instead of eating it individually. So we're back here. You can hold down Control and the movement key to just spin in that direction. It doesn't cause you any turns. Unlike a lot of roguelikes, it actually has Fog of War. You do have a blind spot behind you where you can't see. So I leveled. One of the effects of leveling is also to full heal you. So if I'm in a situation like here, I'll level and I'll fight everything in the room and then take the level after I'm done so that I'm left with full health. You can take that a step further and I can take this level and walk around until I'm really low health and then use it to kind of conserve healing items. But that's risky in that if I gain a level while I have a level in the bank, I basically lose the opportunity for skill ups for that level. And there's no way for me to tell how far into level 4 or how far into level 4 I am. It just says the level up. So I'm just gonna take the level up now. Pistol sold 35, not gonna level that. Gonna level blade, gonna level production, and manifestation. When you level skills, they will give you anywhere randomly between 1 and 3. I got 1s on all of those. Sucks. Door's trapped, I don't want to deal with it. I'm gonna punch it to death with my tail. The sounds you're hearing are mobs walking around. Mobs can't open doors. Generally speaking, they won't open the door to your room unless they know you're in there. Once they sight you, they will chase you, however.
Too easy.
Mobs that have sighted you, if they can't open the door, will beat the door down to try to get into you. You'll also notice above the door there are icons. The icons generally designate what the room is used for. For instance, this is a kitchen. Kitchens, you'll generally find pantries, cookers.
I should keep a tally.
So I'm poisoned. Poison, you'll see, lowers my might. Poison just deals damage, and you have a chance every turn to lower your poison or gain a poison. Actually, I don't know if you can gain it. I think only lower. Disease has a chance to get rid. I don't think poison does, but I could be wrong. I've never seen my poison get worse. So. This clears damage. We're gonna fix it so we can use it later. Good. Hack this pantry. Amino drinks, I think, increase healing. Yes. So we're gonna save that until we're in a long fight. So we're on floor 4. I'm probably going to start wearing my... Ooh, that's an abysmal. Probably going to start wearing my armor next floor. So that's when you'll start seeing a lot of bots and stuff that start actually hurting you. Armor in this game, basically, if you're not wearing armor, you're taking full damage from the enemy's attacks. In the lower levels, not that bad. On the upper levels, bad. Generally speaking, stuff that attacks more frequently is worse than not have armor.
The things are quick.
Those attacks are usually really penetration attacks.
Oh.
Chase.
Oh, they hit hard. Oh.
That is one of my worst nightmares. Those little green bots. Where did you go? Now I'm uncomfortable. There it is. I'm going to shoot this because I do not like these bots one bit. Those little green bots can come up to you and attack you, and if they're successful, they can steal an item out of your inventory. Can they also steal your weapons? If you don't kill them very quickly after they steal your inventory, they will run around a corner and destroy it. I call them robbery bots. They ruined one of my runs by stealing my weapons in the middle of a fight.
I'll fill this pit with corpses. Oh.
Those hawk-type enemies have a chance to drain Psi on attack, but I don't care because I don't use Psi right now.
Oh.
These bots I don't care about. They don't rob me. Just downstairs. Use my tail to swipe both these guys. Findings.
Didn't even use my tail.
Roots. That's a robot, and I know he attacks pretty high. Shoot him. I'm gonna heal if I can take one more hit. Always generally a good idea to reload your weapons and keep them loaded all the time. That's an Assa's Furry Trap. It's bad. Generally a good idea to keep weapons loaded fully all the time because you never know what you're gonna get. Never know what you're gonna run into. Another thing I haven't talked about. You have a move value that's different per character. It can also be enhanced by equipment. When your move hits 0, turn turns over and then enemies get a turn. Attacking also activates a turn. Certain things cost you more than one turn. For instance, looting the desk took me 3 turns. 1, 2, 3, 4 turns. If you're in the middle of a task like looting a desk or picking a door and a mob attacks you, they'll interrupt you and prevent you from finishing that task. I'm not certain if it consumes usables if you use them to do the task. I don't think it does, but it doesn't happen to me often enough. Nothing left on this floor. Their bed. There was a bed. It's close enough. I'm gonna go use this bed so I don't have to wait around at the upstairs. Actually, yeah, I'll wait around at the upstairs. Talk about some more shit. Stop it. I'm gonna rest here. See how my inventory's looking. 120 extra bullets for my gun. Yeah, more than that. So we're in good shape with that one. Not okay on the food. Was really hoping to have some more meat by this point, so I can make some sausages. But we'll live for now. Decent crafting components. The composite cloth is really good. The composite cloth is fairly rare in my experience. Any reconstructors are also very good. That's a repair for one of my armors. Or weapons. Repairs are very important. A lot of my runs have ended because I either had my armor destroyed or I was running around with no armor trying to find a repair station to repair my armor and I died from taking too much damage. So we're hitting floor 5. I'm going to put on my armor now. Armor takes time to equip depending upon what it is. Heavy armor takes longer. These are using recipe, but I don't know it yet, and I don't feel like having to look at it, so I'm just gonna eat them. Ditto with these. And hit the road. Nothing downstairs. Go here. Lots of raids. Still using my SAR, so I don't take extra damage. Once I start wearing armor, I start liking to kill things faster, just because it's less of a chance to take armor damage. And the SAR is fairly durable. It's going to be a long time before I have to repair it. 60% chance. Got it. High caliber rounds, shotgun shells. Getting good high caliber round loot. Which is good for me. 161 shots. That's very good. So we'll have enough ammo for the mid games, as it were. I've only ever gotten down to about level 18 before I died in a horrible fire, but that blue rat attacks very high. Shoot it. I'll let these beat at me. I'm gonna use my SAR to area attack them. Bed in here. Take a quick rest. Resting is generally more efficient than using healing items if you have the food to spare. Every turn that goes by, you consume some food. I also don't like to use my healing items because they're somewhat rare. And you kind of need them later on when you're in the middle of a fight and you need to heal in pronto. You can abuse the movement values to your effect in combat. For instance, 3 is a relatively high movement value. The Marine, which is the basic character you start out with, starts with 2. With 3 movement, I can back up 2 spaces and then shoot and keep kiting them in that way so they never reach me. This is an acid protean. This is what I was talking about that destroys inventory. I can take corner step back, shoot, use this whole turn to get to me. I'm gonna back up 2 steps, shoot. A lot of the heavier monsters that hit very hard have very low movement rates, usually 1 or 2 a turn. So with the Ranger, you can just kite them down hallways, as long as you have room to move. So we got our level, got some raw meat. I can make excuse me. I can make a SOT switch now. I'm gonna hold this level for a little bit, try to get some value out of it.
Another kill.
I shouldn't have attacked her. I should have used the areas for Generally, in roguelike games, it's good to be patient. Impatience usually leads to very bad deaths. Roguelike games are originally made to just think out your actions, take them turn by turn. That's why they're turn-based. This is an enlarged virus. It's like an acid protean, but instead of acid, it has a chance to disease me on hit.
Sado watches over
I don't have
today.
any disease clears right now, so disease would be somewhat bad. You can get unlucky and have a level 2 disease progress to 3. If it progresses past 5, you're pretty much dead. There are a couple ways to clear disease. The redaction tree that I'm going into does it. That's a SOT switch. The redaction tree I'm going into does it. I can craft aggressive antibiotics if I have the stuff for it, which is moldy bread and mutagen. No, not mutagens. Exotic proteins, I think. Could be wrong. And that'll decrease your disease by like 3 levels, which is really good. Terran medkits decrease it by a level when you use them, but I don't have any right now. Medbase 7% chance on that one. Medbase will heal you. It can also kill you. I'm gonna take a little look now. So as always, we're gonna level manifestation and redaction. +3/+2, that's good. Level blade. And I'm gonna start leveling some of the use skills. Foraging. Again, I don't want to level anything that's below 45, so I can still bank out on the free skill ups. If I get too deep before I get to 45, I'll start putting points into stuff. So we can make cooked meat. Do I have more than one? No, I only have one. So we're gonna craft. Every time you craft at a station, there's a chance that the crafting station will shut down. SOT switch. Good food conversion. Easy recipe. And after that, use the cooker shutdown. You can make multiples of something at a time. If I had enough ingredients to make 10 switches, I can make 10 at the once. The downside to that is if you fail it, you lose the ingredients for all 10, whereas if you make them individually, you
Save a
only lose
place for
ingredients.
me in hell.
Bit here. Okay. I'm going to keep these episodes about an hour long. Probably going to upload to my YouTube, depending on interest. This is a blue room. Blue rooms are sort of the save rooms, in the sense that I can put stuff into the locker here, and on a subsequent run I can pull stuff out. You cannot, if I put something in there now, I cannot pull it out at all. Like, it's locked in there for this whole run. If you start, when you start a game, you'll notice that it said entrance 410, 5, 410, 415. I can start on floor 5 here. If I start on floor 5, I can take out anything that's in here, put it in my inventory. You can use it to salvage a run that's gone badly. For instance, if I was in a much worse spot, I could just dump all my stuff in there, start over. You can also store XP at this machine for a cost, and then withdraw it with a new character to automatically level it up. Generally speaking, I don't like to start below level 5 without an XP bank, just because it's difficult to live. So we've got everything on this level. Head down another level, check the pistol, reload that, and head down. Check behind us, nothing. Those rats don't hurt very much. Can hit this guy because he
Lost a
does.
scale that time.
Gonna use a SAR now to hit both. SAR got hit.
I'll kill this
Goddamn.
pit with corpses.
Repairing stuff in this game is not perfect. There's a repair efficiencies associated with every method of repair. If the method is inefficient, you lose maximum durability every time you repair. I had a level 1 disease error cured itself because of my might. Recharge stations recharge rechargeable use items. I don't have any right now, but things like portable cookers, scanners to identify mods. The mod I got? Did I get a mod on this one? No, I didn't. You can use mods without identifying, but it's generally a bad idea. Mods can be good or bad in this game.
Tally.
Those shots were a humanoid shooting at something. This guy might have killed him. Nope.
That was careless.
These guys have guns, occasionally shotguns. Pistol. Or a rifle. Kara Warbread. If I get another meat, I can make another
My
sandwich.
teacher would be proud.
That's a ballistics repair kit. That lets me repair guns. I can bring up my gun real quick. Repair efficiency is 69%. It's kind of bad. But the benefit to the repair kits is you can carry them with you. Coding. Oh, this is a... Oh, neat. This is an equipable item for my arm that gives me bonuses to computer checks, I think. And it's a permanently powered item, so I don't need to recharge it or anything. Neat. Never got that before. High caliber rounds. Jesus, I have 250 of those. That's really good. I don't want to script this run. This is actually a decent run so far. I'm gonna go down here and cut this out. Oh, by the way, if you fail to pick a lock 3 times in a row,
Doe watches
it
over
will set
me.
off an alarm and make that door unopenable. Well, unpickable. You could beat the door to death. It's a disruption trap. Damages raw meat. I can make another SOT switch. Is that chosen breed? That's chosen breed. And some tape. One of the rechargeable use items is a purifier, and I can take all the. I think I talked about this before. And I can also take the tainted meat and make it safe meat. So he poisoned me up to 5. He also dimmed me, which reduces my vision radius. He can also cast Psi, so I kind of want to kill him. No, I can't see him. Dim should go away in a second. It usually goes away when you get poisoned for. So I got fungal bars. Boosting immune system probably means disease resistance. I might want to hold on to those. I'm a little hurt. A little bad. I'm gonna rest in here. Poison reduces your stats, by the way. Which can make it take longer to get rid of lower levels of poison. Oh, damn. Oh, snap. That arm thing gives me plus 30 computer check. Okay, there's somebody just opened that door. They might open this door. If they do, I'm going to cancel the rest and kill them. Oops. Didn't mean to alt-tab. Looks like he's just walking around. So we're okay on food. Probably gonna eat one of these sausages when I wake up. Okay on ammo. We're actually okay on pretty much everything. I don't expect to have an extra set of armor until about level 10, at least. I usually like to bank my stat points. I usually dump them into might, but occasionally you'll dump them into other stats. I like to dump them into might just for the extra resistance to status effects. Bindings are very common, but they're used in a lot of recipes, so that's okay. And they all stack to a single slot, so they're not that bad. Blue thing in there is basically a locker. We gonna go get it. 99% chance with a lockpick 65. Another composite claw. That's very good.
Brilliant as ever.
Again, I don't need the charging hub, but I was just fixing it for the skill. I'm hanging out on the side of the doorway because I don't want that bot that was over there to start shooting at me until I'm over there. Empty desk. Check the pistol. And he shoots. Pistols are better up close. Shouldn't be missing. Nope, nope. I'm gonna keep it in sight so it doesn't shoot me when it does. Step closer. Why am I missing so much? Thank you. 2 repair arrays. See if we can get these working. I don't care enough. If this were later in the game when my armor's in trouble, I would use the bypass circuit to try to boost my chances. Don't care too much.
Clearly, this is not my fault.
That was a turret. Die, please.
Another kill.
Leveled. Check this room out. Okay, turret. Oh, there's the turret. Well,
Abomination.
you die. Let's check out our armor. 44 durability out of 60. My SAR is at 38 out of 55. Robbery bot. You. Oh, okay, you stole my. Dynafire. If you kill them fast enough, you get your stuff back. Very critical when they steal stuff that actually matters to you, like weapons. There's nothing else on this level. Just trying to skill up at this point. I have enough ammo. Take the level. Gonna take 10 more in might, and you'll watch my inventory go boop. Gonna take manifestation. 1 point gains in both. It's poopy. Gonna take some lockpick. dude first.
Oh, they hit hard. Oh,
Okay, downstairs. Let's get some food. I like roguelikes in general, but this game is actually pretty good. I picked this game up a while ago, and I hadn't played it. And then I saw that it had new DLC out. So I played a little bit, liked what I played about the DLC. Really like it so far. Got another pistol. Rank. I'm just shooting with the pistol, skill ups. Because I have an abundance of ammo. Oh, that kind of itself can be a mistake, because I might run into a shortage later. So we're gonna make a cooked meat. We're gonna make another side switch. Alright, so I want aggressive antibiotics, so what I'm looking for is moldy bread and antibodies. I have antibodies, so I just need moldy bread. I'm looking for lockers.
oh.
What's my pistol at now? 38. Him. 39 now. Whenever you get use-based skill-ups, they're always 1. 1 caliber rounds. Shit! That was a wormhole trap. That took me down to 410. That's not good. Okay, so... here's a crazed human. He throws grenades, but usually not this close. Fortunate that we spawned right next to him. I see the upstairs. So we are gonna go scramble back upstairs. Disease Brodian. No. Stop. Don't like what you're doing. Disease level 3. No. Let's eat this. Cotton cheese. No. I need moldy bread. Crap. Please don't get worse. I'm gonna chill in this room. Okay, reduce. Good. And reduce. And reduce. Thank you. Do not like being diseased until I have the means to cure it. Disease will end run. So you always know where the upstairs are when you get wormholed. It's probably the spots in there.
Go away, please, just go away.
Slow means I get less moves. I was gonna move up the slides, but I was gonna with a 1.5 move as soon as I'm inside losing turn. Lost it. And I shut the door away because I'm retarded.
I could keep a tally.
Acid protein, don't want to mess with that. Back up 2 spaces and shoot it. I hear a bot moving around, probably the one that was in there. Close the door, reload. Let's see what I'm looking at. Okay. Need one of these side switches. There's a bot. Unfortunately, he didn't attack. I'm trying to make it to these upstairs. I'm just gonna scoot by here.
Abomination.
Jesus, that fucking wormhole trap sent me down like 3 fucking levels. I hope he spots it. Shit. Damn it! I'm not gonna be able to get out of this room without fighting them. They're not close enough for me to nade. I don't think they're close enough for me to nade them. Let's find out. No, they are close enough for me. I don't want to waste it though. I'm gonna err on the side of caution here and use the little bandages.
I'll fill this pit with corpses.
Because of the slow. Slow's being done by that kind of reloads typically don't get interrupted. Otherwise, you run into the situation where you couldn't reload because you were surrounded by stuff. I saw I left pistol rounds, but I don't have pistols, so I don't care right now. We'll say I don't have a So we're gonna go find these upstairs again. And we're gonna flee and horror back up to where we were. It should be the level I was on. I think I was on 7. God damn it. Oh, would you just die? Thank you. You too. The off chance there's something waiting for me on the upstairs. Fantastic! This is a manufacturing bay. This thing makes and heals droids. We are going to go mess it up. Typically, when you run into this, you throw a grenade at it from outside to get it down. I don't want to attack those bots because they can use this thing to heal themselves. I could also sabotage it and then cause the next bot that comes out of it to blow up. But why bother? Especially because I probably wouldn't be successful. This lightning grenade is less valuable to me than the health I'm losing every turn. I'm gonna lightning grenade these guys. That was a trap that moved them, and I'm almost dead. I just assumed that grenade would kill them. That is a bad assumption to make. I want to stop using healing items, so I'm probably... Okay, this is the level I was on. There's a med bay up there I could use. I'm gonna go see. If the med bay doesn't pan out, I will rest. That was an acid spray. Nope. That was something opening that door. Okay. Can I stop missing any time today, please?
Bleeding hell.
Because this is locked, that means I haven't been here, which means there might be things in here. Shit! Nope, nope, nope. God, why are there so many things?
That was careless.
I have to use a charge my field surgery.
I live, you die, as it should be.
Lock myself in here. And... Okay. 80% efficiency is pretty good. We're gonna need it on our armor in a minute, so we're gonna let this one sit. Just gonna rest up. Let's take a look at our inventory, see what we're doing. Nice ammo. Armor's 20 to 60. I could use another piece of armor. That little foray with the wormhole trap ate up a lot of my healing items, which is bad. But we'll see. Just means I'm gonna be more cautious later and use more rests. Which is alright since I got a decent amount of food. I got enough for another side switch. I'd really like to find some Kyber cheese so I can make hero side switches. Eat one of them.
Thank you,
Lock.
goddess.
Take those because I forgot them. I'm gonna use this cooker. Make another side switch.
Lost a scale that time.
Gotta level up. I'm gonna hold this one for a heal since I'm running low on healing items. That really took a toll on my armor. 17.
Oh.
That's a very good item. This increases a random melee weapon skill. I'm hoping for blade. Spear. Okay. I'm gonna kite these a little bit, but I stop missing! He put my armor critical. 12 out of 60. Shit.
I'll fill this pit with corpses.
I'm gonna go use a repair bay on my armor. Normally I like to wait till it's a little bit lower, but we're gonna be leaving this level in a second. I don't feel like wasting the food backtracking to it.
I could keep a tally.
Oh, right, the bots that were in there. Good thing I have a level heal. Excuse me, damn.
Ah.
The lasers they're using have high penetration, which is why they hurt so bad. Fortunately, they're terrible shots.
Oh.
I'm just gonna actually. Okay, good. Logic circuits are very good. From there, I can combine that with a cybernetic brain and make a one-time use item that will identify mods. Gonna repair our armor. See how I lost durability. Only do that so many times before your armor starts not being worth anything. This is a Tesseract wall. Let's see if we can get into it. It allows item storage, and any other Tesseract wall you can get into, you can pull your items out of it. So if I wanted to store some of the things in here for later, I could. Not having any inventory space right now is not a big issue, though. So we're going to close here, take our level up. As always, manifestation redaction. 1-ups really suck. Lockpick. Blade. Foraging. And we'll take some Decipher. So yeah, that's it for the part 1 of this run. And stay tuned for more.